All right. Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys having a great weekend. Who's all ready for Thanksgiving soon? Got one more week before kids are out and everything was a holiday season starting, and then Christmas is just around the corner. So hope everyone had a great week. I'm just gonna kind of go through the slides real quick. So again, our mission of our organization is really creating that wealth, community, and legacy with our partners, and it's global, partners, creating the generational wealth and bringing to the table. I think I'm gonna add something to this mission and vision statement of partners bringing to the table. Today, later on, after we're sharing our wins, Anakin too is going to be sharing about RPR, the Realtors Property Resources, incorporating AI and everything. So please stay back for that. EXP commercial. We just had our 4-year anniversary just in Atlanta. Excited to see a couple of our partners that were able to make it and fly in, and it's just a milestone as we're here 4 years already, and it's just the beginning. EXPCon. We have 3 locations this year, 2025, in Canada in Montreal, April 2nd to the 4th. We have Barcelona in June 23rd to the 25th, and of course our main national event in Miami, October 19th to the 22nd. Please, if you're interested in going, please get your tickets. You can do a bulk discount as you're purchasing those. And I know that other partners have already purchased their tickets. I got mine yesterday at the early bird special. You can always sell that ticket later on if for some reason you can't go. I would really recommend you get it now and get extra. So I want to congratulate Tao on getting her CCIM scholarship from the North Texas CCIM chapter. Congratulations on that.
Pardon? I'm good. Yeah.
Wanted to congratulate Josie Lynn, our partner down in Houston, for being named the advisor as a senior VP at EXP Commercial. Appreciate all her hard work and diligence in taking care of her team and everything. Well, last week we had our North Texas Friendsgiving potluck. I hope everyone enjoyed that event, and just glad to be having the organizations coming together, bringing to the table, and just excited for that. Well, today after this call at 10 o'clock Central Time, we have our Mastermind Mondays. Just make sure that you stay plugged in. Under the Zoom call is under topagentsecrets.com, and also tomorrow, Power Hour Attraction Training. Tom and Marissa Trong, our alpha influencers, our leader partners, are training on that. It's on the first and third Tuesday of each month. So hop on that if you're interested in learning how to attract partners into your organization. And yes, Lori is doing a Eagle Range gun range safety training for the ladies Day at Eagle Gun Range. So that's November 19th. Check that out and register for that. Also on the 21st, they have a happy hour up in the Aubrey area. So check that out as well. So they're creating like a Denton and Social Latinas group up in the Denton, Wise, and Cook counties. Also, December 4th, Lori and her organization is doing a coat drive. So check that out. Share these things. If you're not able to make it, please share all these things. We'll post it in our We Partners Facebook group so you guys can get all this information. Lori again, she's planning events like crazy. So January 10th, she's doing a self-defense, excuse me, essentials for women in real estate. So please take a look I know they're looking for more sponsors, so if you want to take a look at that, cost is $20, but it is well worth it. Evolving Realty is hosting with Laura Pena and Jessica Garcia the Thanksgiving give back. So they're taking donations, passing out certain things, and just check that out as well. Items of needs, blankets, socks, scarves, all these necessities for people. All right. So if you're not part of the Fast Cap already, that's already started, they're going to start another program in January 8th to the February 21st. So today I added this other slide is like kind of what your week would look like under the Fast Cap program. So Mondays you have your live trainings, then you have your daily activities. So there's homework involved, not just watching a video. They're going to be tracking all this through their system. And Tuesday also doing those things. Wednesday, live training coming back in. Thursday is doing the activities, and then Friday. So you get 3 times a week for the next, I believe it's 6 weeks that they're doing this. So make sure that if you're a brand new agent or you're not a capping agent yet, you're just needing that extra push. This will be it, and this is free for all EXP agents, and it's on Zoom. All right. And if you're in North Texas, our December holiday event is December 11th. Please join us for our holiday events at Glen Eagles Country Club. January 8th, we also have our commercial events. The agenda is still being in the works, but please make sure you mark your calendars, share this out. The beginning in the morning is going to be commercial focused. So we're looking for seasoned commercial brokers and agents that are top producers that are coming to this. We'll have our lunch break, and then the afternoon we'll probably go into the resi-commercial intro to real estate, how commercial real estate, how to get into commercial real estate, because as we all know that commercial is harder to get in, and just having a different dynamics of people. And we'll do a roundtable, maybe a deal making session as well. So Calvin is working on that. Cabo, March 11th to the 16th. Make sure that you register for this. There's going to be, I believe, was it Paul? Was it Ed Milet and Tom Ferry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's going to be in Cabo. So get your tickets before it gets sold out. The hotel is the same hotel as last year. It's at it's an all-inclusive resort. So, it's a great experience to get away, but also mastermind with top leaders around the country, around the globe, actually. And yes, we're also creating these little posters for the office. So where we're going to print out each partner. So make sure you get your headshots in to Ella and Justine and Jennifer. And then also your bio. You should have this already in your LinkedIn profile. Your bio, what you're doing should be already made. So if not, ask ChatGPT, create that. Let's get this done, knocked out. I don't want to be asking for the next few months for this. You should have this already. All right. Our websites, Facebook community, and our WhatsApp community, it's always being updated. So just check those out. That is it for me for slides. So, Paul, I'm going to have you take it away.
All righty. Thank you, brother. And thank you for all you do. And thank you for updating us on what's going on with Stephanie. I know we're all thinking about you. You, Daniel, have personally touched a lot of hearts. So our hearts are very heavy right now, knowing that you're going through this, because none of us, for us that are married, to see our spouse hurting, it's the worst thing in the world. And I can't imagine what you're going through personally. So thank you so much for updating us and being here today. I didn't expect you to be here today, but thank you very much. And thank you for putting on this call. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said thank you.
Yeah. And thank you for putting on this call for us every single Monday. I know I get excited to see my man TC. I get so excited to see Anna. It's just a great time. It was great to see a lot of people last week at our Friendsgiving. That was awesome. And everybody and I think everybody that was there talked to our new agent, Brenda, and you made her feel so special and at home. and she loves you guys, and she just had an absolute blast. She's on fire. She's doing all types of cool things. She's talking with Judy about getting her first investment home. So thank you all very much. Love this group, love this family, and Daniel, again, thank you. And like I said, all our hearts are heavy because of what you're going through. And thank you for updating us and letting us know what's going on with Steph. So I had some wins last week. First, though, I had a medal Monday from the following week. I forgot to bring my medal for my friend Scribner. That was the Fort Worth. Well, this last week I was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I got another medal, so I got 2 medal Mondays back to back. So I got to run in Charlotte, the Charlotte Half Marathon. There was a few more hills in Charlotte than I was preparing for, but I still did okay. I still survived. I'm here to tell the story, but just a great time running that beautiful city. That was a cool city to run, and I love running, as y'all know. Wins on the business side. It's funny when you start when you're building a fire and you're putting on those little twigs, and you're trying to get it to go, and you light it and you blow on it and you hope it goes and it don't, and then you light it again and you just keep going and you get a bunch of smoke and nothing happens. And then it finally starts to go, and you're like, yay. Well, then you get to put a big old log on it, and a big old log is like a leader, someone that's bad to the bone, that's awesome, that starts helping build your raging fire. And right now we're building a raging fire, and I'm excited about it. And I couldn't do it without Anna and Judy and TC and so many other people. I shouldn't name names. I'm leaving people out. Calvin, of course, for meeting with me on that day that I made the decision to come join you guys. And of course, Colin, the biggest angel I've ever met, inviting me to this beautiful platform to be with you guys. Because we are adding some big logs and some big things are happening. Our social media is taking off. In fact, today, I have 2 interviews today because of our social media. I've had people reaching out to me. A couple of our stuff has gone viral. A couple of insurance companies that know me from past lives, they've actually forwarded it out to their entire organization. So we're going crazy, Heidi, in the insurance world. And I am a recovered insurance agent for those that don't know me. So it's getting crazy throughout that world. We close on our house Wednesday. Yes. Learned so much from this. Golly, I've learned so much. And again, Daniel, I couldn't do it without this team you put together, because I've had to call on them, say, hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? What about this? What about that? And everybody picks up their phones and doesn't make fun of me. Well, they don't to my face anyhow. And they make me feel good and let me know what's going on. So we close this Wednesday on that. And they're about to release a couple of $1 million for us to go out and purchase 4 more homes like right now. And we've already found a couple. We're locating them every day, and we're excited about that. So lots of great things. Brian Clark is crushing it in Florida. I'm looking forward to what he's going to build down there and help people like Heidi and Angie and so many other people, because he's already putting together events. I think he's going to talk today and tell you about some of the things he's doing. But we're just excited, man. And we got more wins than that. I think I talked about my interviews. Yes, this, that. So we're rocking. So TC, talk to us, brother. Tell us about your wins. We love seeing your social media, man. You're firing all of us up, dude.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks again for Daniel for putting this meeting together. This is one I look forward to every week. No matter if I'm sick or on my vacation, I still try to join. This motivates me. Seeing the teams, and first and foremost, I pray for Stephanie, Daniel. Hope she has a speedy recovery. Get home soon. I know you must be very tired. I can tell from your tone of voice, but I pray for her. I pray for your family. Oh man, lots of win last week. Just first and foremost, I like to welcome my buddies Tin Tran from Fathom Realty joining us this morning, and Ken Fong from Avignon Realty. Thanks so much for joining our meeting. This is where we meet each week to share our wins, share lesson learned, share best practices to our teams. So last week I had 2 closings, one listing, but one in particular, the seller was, she bought a home at the peak, and she was expecting she'll be happy to walk away with $0. She's basically, the goal is not to walk away with negatives, and ran comment everything, price it correctly. and we were able to help her walk away with close to $20,000 with multiple offers received. She was so happy. She sent me a message that really makes just warms my heart and the joy and what I do and what I love to do. And it just motivates me. And she thanked her ex for introducing me in the last 10 years. She's like, I think the best thing that he ever did for me in the past 10 years was introduce me to you. And oh my God, that just really made my night. And she sent it at night. And so her and I, we did a video together, client testimonial. You can ask client to send review, but a video with the client. And I cannot wait. And I want to thank Paul and his team to help me putting this video together. I did it just quick on the fly. My wife couldn't come with me, so I asked her sister to do a video for us. She's holding my camera. So I cannot wait to show that video. And really, how do you elevate? How do you make changes? And in the things you do, you got to be different and add value. And in speaking of that, a lot of the thing I do on social media attract a lot of leads, like naturally. I have two individuals reach out to me last week. One future partner, she's not an agent yet, but she said, one of my friend called me and she's going through XYZ and she has two properties want to sell and she's wanted to connect me with her friend. And then a seasoned investor's been using another agent's on all her listings, but she said, "Hey, I'm gonna have luxury listing coming up. I see what you do, how you promote listings on social media. You're doing all these big open houses. I want you to work on my luxury listings." And I mean, she had to talk with her agent, and she said she wants me to be her luxury agent to list her homes, her flips. And so that was that I mean the thing we do, in my opinion, that's like we try to add value to clients. We try to add value and we want to show that. We want to show that because we want to show potential seller or buyer the type of work we do and how we help them win. And naturally, I attract potentially three listings. Well, the investor is unlimited listing, right? But the possible two listing from this future partner. But yeah, that really like, man, this is well worth it. And I'm encouraging everyone to do videos. I'm challenging my team to do one video every 2 days in the next week. And eventually, hopefully, very soon, we'll do one per day. So I like to challenge my team to do that and keeping each other accountable. And just wishing everyone have a great, productive week.
TC, I got a
Thank you,
question for you.
TC.
Don't mute yourself just yet.
Yeah.
You always seem very happy and just be transparent with everybody, but you have tough days too, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you just
Yeah.
choose to smile. You get on here every Monday and smile. And there's some Mondays you get on here and you don't want to smile, but you still smile, correct?
Yeah. And this is like I said, this meetings pumps me for the week. It motivates me, it stimulates my cell. I've always, gotten this from Daniel, staying plugged in. If you're not plugging in, I mean, for me, it's like, okay, I'm looking forward to a meeting, looking forward to meeting the team, staying plugged in, motivate each other. But if I don't go to this meeting or other meetings, I may feel a little lost and then I may feel discouraged and, give up. But I feel like meeting with the team really, really motivates me for the week, plan my week or share my wins and hear others' wins. And then sometimes I was like, that's a good idea. I'm going to implement it. Or if he or she can do it, I'm going to try to do it too.
Thank you. Because I think some people think, because I like to give clues for what successful people do, and you're very successful. And I think sometimes people think, well, I'm in a bad mood, so I'm not going to get on the call today, or I'm this, so I'm not going to do this. But what we don't know about TC is he's also in a bad mood sometimes, but you don't know because he's smiling because he makes that decision, he makes that choice. It's a big deal, and that's what separates him and makes him successful versus someone that's not. And it's just those simple clues that successful people leave, because a lot of people believe, oh, he's just happy. He's just one of those guys. He's happy all the time. Nothing ever. No, dude, he's got a wife. He's got a family. I've been to his house. They got chaotic stuff going on over there. He's got chaos in his life, but he just chooses to smile, and that's what separates him from people that don't succeed. Which that fires me up personally, TC, because that means that's something I can do. Like if you told me it was an algebraic question or geometry, I'm like, well, I'm screwed. I'm never getting rich. But if you're telling me I can make a decision to be happy when I'm not happy, and I can be rich, cool, I'm in. Right. So thank you, TC, for being that person for all of us, man. We love it, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, Ron, I want to change my name to your name. Can I just call you A Run? Because that should be my name. I really should be. I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Am I? Am I close? Daniel shaking it. Hey,
You're on mute. You're on mute.
muted.
Arun.
Arun?
Sorry.
Is
Yeah,
Arun?
you can pronounce it Arun or
Arun?
in India they would say Arun.
Arun?
But I haven't mastered responding to that yet. So, but yeah,
can I call you A Run?
A Run. I'd prefer a Run. In Cantonese, in Hong Kong, people say Alan, which means something else. So you probably
yeah. Andy knows. Andy's laughing.
I'll do my best. All right.
I appreciate it. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn. I'm so sorry.
Well, Daniel, so sorry to hear about what's going on with Stephanie. Thank you for sharing and keeping us in the loop. I'll definitely keep her in my thoughts and you guys as well, for sure. I'm grateful to see the updates that you've been sharing as well. So thanks for keeping us in the loop. And being here and organizing this amidst all of that. So it just goes to show what a person you are. Daniel, you're able to somehow give your whole self to a bunch of different people, which is crazy. You don't give fragments of yourself. You give your whole self to people. It's a lesson. It's a master class in how to be present, I think. So I appreciate that. For me, wins, New York City is always a little crazy. I was in a situation where I represented the buyer, our brokerage name was not listed on the contract, and we had a bunch of unresponsive attorneys. So what did I do? Smiley person, very nice, tried to be kind. I show up at the lawyer's office and I say, hi, just wanted to introduce myself. I was in the area, and just sat there until the client showed up to make sure that all the changes and stuff made the contract. Because as you guys know, it's not just about the brokerage getting paid, because we have buyer broker agreements with the clients. In New York at least, if the buyer's broker name is not listed in the contract, then they could be exposed to having to come to the closing table with cash to cover the fee. So always looking out for the client's best interest. And it's fun sitting in a room trying to, I come into the room knowing that I need XYZ done, but I don't set a time limit because we don't know what that person is dealing with, what those lawyers, what the paralegals are dealing with. So you have to kind of you have a goal in your mind, but you also have to be flexible to allow space for the other person to, deal with whatever they're dealing with as well. So we're able to get the things listed in the contract as well, which is really the brokerage listed in the contract as well, which is nice. That was one big win. So contracts should be sent out today, which is good. And Friday we had an accepted offer for a client in New Jersey. That was good. They're really excited about that. We went right on the money with the pricing analysis that we did. It was the exact same offer as the other offer on the table, exact same down payment, and which is good because I have a feeling that one of the reasons why we clinched it was because whenever I submit offers, it's in a PDF. There's a letterhead, there's a letter, and that's not very, very common, at least in our neck of the woods. So showing that you're professional when you're in a tight competition with another buyer that has the same down payment, same offer terms, same price, can just push you to a victory for your client. So that was really motivating to see that. And submitted another offer for another client in Brooklyn last night, and it looks good, but we have to wait and see on that one. So slowly but surely, and looking forward to staying connected. I'm sorry, I'm going to do a better job of joining these calls. So Calvin, thanks for the push this morning. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here and share this space with you guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks for being on, man. We love your smile, brother. You're inspired. You're inspiring everybody on Monday morning just with your smile alone. No kidding. Thank you,
guys. It's so nice. Could you say that again on screen capture and send it to my mom?
Go ahead.
I'm just kidding.
I'll say it again. Our leader wants to share his wins. The man's been in the hospital all week. He wants to share his, like, if you don't have wins, this man's got wins in the hospital. Come on.
Yes. Win is that, we caught the stroke in time, and just happy that the doctors are here. Wife is under pain management, so it's good. Maybe get discharged possibly tomorrow. They said possibly today, but we wanted to just kind of have more observation, make sure everything's good before we go home. The win is you guys. You guys are being here. Every week we have new faces. And earlier, let me see if Jenny is still on. Saw her earlier, but we have Jenny Gonzalez. Oh, there she is. Jenny from Houston is joining us, our organization, and just glad to be our partner. She also works on staff on the accounting department for EXP, and got to see her in Miami and reconnected, and just glad to able to build with her and grow with her, and for her to be part of this organization. I think she didn't have that before, so I'm glad that she can chime in today, and glad to see everyone's smiley faces, and just all around the country, right? The amazing thing is, as we really grow internationally, inviting and having different calls, as you guys break out in your small groups and having your organization and managing your team, it just gets bigger and bigger. But at the same time, it's plugging in, right? We have over 250 people. I hope that those other people that you've brought in can plug in. It's important, right? The culture that we're building. And, I did post something about, what despite everything that had happened, it just fueled me even more having this family, right? Having this building up for our kids, because what happened if I'm not here one day? This organization continues to grow. Our children will take over this, right? We have to set the foundation. And that's why it's more important than ever that we all plug in, we all believe and understand, not just believe, but actually know the fact that this is going to continue on generational, right? So appreciate you guys plugging in, building something together. And so we'll take it away. Let's go, Andy in Denver.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. And yes, thank you for putting this call on every Monday. Like a lot of us here, I'm looking forward for this call to premiere for the week. I look forward for Paul's closing remark, and then there's an AI training today. I'm more interested in AI. Win, I have another closing today for first-time home buyer. It's really tough for first-time home buyer in the Denver market. She's buying a condo for $440, so it's really tough to fit the budget in. But we got it done. On the business development side, I'm focusing more on social media as well, like many of you guys, and I'm watching a lot of you guys what you do and try to learn from it, if you will. Always good to get a TC call me here and there, and then personal win is I'm gonna see TC and his family this weekend, and our kids gonna go ski together. And I find a buddy to for like a private lesson for 3 of the kids that we have. Do we show bad news here too, or only good news? Bad news is that there's a commercial listing that me and Calvin are looking into. Calvin just texted me last night. They say they're not going to sell anymore. But I'm going to meet with him still and then understand where he's standing. And then, if not this time, next time, right? Just want to show up and tell them that I could help him. I'm offering my help to him, and then hopefully he'll come back when it's ready. That's it for me. Thank you.
Hey man, how you handle failures is how far high up you go. So you're smiling and talking about, not necessarily a failure, but a loss to a certain degree, but you're smiling. That determines how far you go in life. That's for sure, man. Raise those hands. We got incredible training from Anna here coming soon. But if you got a win you want to share it quick, because once Anna gets done, we're going to want to hang up because she's about to drop some bombs. Brian Clark.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, prayers for you and Stephanie. We'll be thinking about you today and going forward. So, stay strong. Yeah. So, and hear all the positivity and all the success that everyone's having. It certainly keeps me charged up. So, thanks for sharing. So had some really good progress with sort of the investing front. I've got some target properties now in Jacksonville, Florida that I'm looking at. I've been able to connect with one of the top.
And we lost you.
So I'm excited about that. I also, it's funny that you mentioned Millet in Cabo. So this weekend I went to an event called Life Surge, and many of you have probably heard of it, but it was unbelievable event. It had Ed Milet as a speaker. It had John Maxwell, and then the finale was Tim Tebow, and it was one of the most inspiring things I've ever been to. And the thing that they talked about throughout was just building your wealth through real estate. And it was, the timing couldn't have been better for me. It was kind of like, there was somebody up above talking to me, telling me, what I need to do with my life. And it was incredibly, incredibly inspiring. And my wife went with me too. So it was great because, she really saw what, how we could do this together. And it was a really, really great weekend. The other thing too on sort of the investing front is I've been able to secure a really good bank partner that's actually based in Texas, but wants to work with us here. And then I've also been able to connect with some of the Naples EXP people, and we're actually going to have a Christmas party at my house on the week of like December 9th. Just for the local EXP people. So very, very excited about that. And then also the as part of the Surge event, there's actually a 3-day sort of really intense investing in real estate class that's coming up the week of December 6th. So I'm going to get myself into that as well. So it was a really good week. Just as far as kind of putting some of the pieces in place, and didn't have any closings or anything this week, but definitely setting the table for the future, and I'm very excited about what's going on here. So thanks again for sharing, and we'll talk to you soon.
Well, thank you. And I when we were in Miami, we went out to eat. I think Andy set the dinner up, and I had a lot of people from out of town say, "Hey, I wish I was in Dallas with you guys. I love y'all's energy. I wish I was in Dallas. I wish I was in Dallas." I think Brian's kind of showing you, hey, he just went and met some other EXP folks in the area, and now he's got a Christmas party at his house. So I mean, I promise you got EXP people around you. Just reach out to them and see if you can collaborate with them and build with them and build that unity and synergy. Show them some of the love that we have here at We Partners. And here is Brian, brand new, opening his house to more veteran agents. I think that's pretty cool. So we all got a lot to learn from that as we're all growing and building our networks. Because no kidding, Daniel, when we were at that dinner, everybody that was from out of town, man, I just love y'all's energy. I love what y'all do. I love this. And I don't know. I'd be kind of excited if I was out by myself, create something on your own. I think we're all creators. I think that's why we all came here. I think we're all, we love to create things. If you're in an area where there's nobody, that's your opportunity to create something beautiful, and I have no doubt Brian's going to create something amazing out there in Florida. Anybody else want to raise their hand before we turn this over to some incredible? Oh, no, that was still Brian. Never mind. Anybody cannot raise your hand because you don't know how to, and you just want to raise your hand physically. Show me your hand physically. I'm not seeing anybody with the physical hands.
I think Jenny, was that you?
Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go,
Okay.
Jenny. There's a physical hand from Houston, Texas. Talk to us, Jenny.
So unexpected. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, I decided to join this group. I ran into Daniel. I haven't seen him in a while. Last time I saw him was when he visited Houston, and this is Chance.
What's
He said,
happening?
buddy. I had recently moved to Orlando. Well, not recently, sorry. I moved to Orlando, working on getting my broker license out there, and then I came back to Houston because I feel like Houston's home. Been a licensed agent, well, actively 6 years, going on 7 soon. I went inactive when I moved to Orlando, and then I just texted Daniel this morning, or I texted Daniel this morning, letting him know that I'm back to being on board with EXP, and now with this group. So I'm pretty excited to learn from you guys, so that I can help grow myself in Houston and regain all my clients back and start hustling. Oh, and Max says hi.
Hello.
And I'm
What's
Hello.
happening?
on with all these boys.
Yeah. You're part of the tribe. Those kids are part of the tribe. What we're building for
Yeah.
them together. This is what it's all about. So thank you, Jenny.
Amen.
Yeah, and it was so good to see most of you guys. I think I recognized some faces that went to Miami. So it's really nice to see you guys.
Cool. Well, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you. That's exciting. My good friend Judy Ratsamy. How are you, Judy? Tell us your wins.
What up? Good morning. Where are the horns, Daniel? Pew 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 pew. Just kidding.
Back at the office.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's
Well,
got
good
real
morning.
horns behind him, like sirens and stuff.
Oh, well, that's great. My wins. Last week, Julie and I closed on a 14,000 square foot retail lease. So that
Nice.
was something we worked on since about April. So we were dragging it through the mud. It was not it was not easy, but we got it done. So that's just really happy for our clients that we got that one done for them. And then I'm about to take Naomi to go to her driver's license test. So I'll be out and about today. But yeah, pretty excited that she'll be driving on her own and doing all these things. And also I signed up for 2 networking events this week that Lori's holding. We'll be at the gun range tomorrow, and on Thursday we'll be at the winery. And also I'm volunteering with a couple of on Thursday, Thanksgiving Eve, and Thursday morning, that Laura and her group is doing, which is so fantastic. They're always looking to give back to the community. So if you guys want to join, send me a message and I'll send you the details. So great wins.
Beautiful wins. And you got a driver. You got someone to drive you around.
She's going to be out and about all on her own. She's going to leave me in the dust.
Love it. I love it. Estella, I see your hand, but let me go to Michael Ray first, okay? And then I'll come back to you, all right? Michael Ray. Thank you, Judy.
Hey, good morning, everyone. My win is two of them, basically. Guys, number one, this came out of coming just the one day I did come down to the convention, is deciding, guys, listen, all of us on here, residential, some commercial, but myself on the mortgage side and also being a loan officer, I'm being a loan officer and a realtor. I decided, kind of been praying about, guys, just focusing in a specific area. I don't want to be all things to all people. I've done this before in another life, where you're trying to be all things to all people, and you're kind of afraid to just, if you're going to really make yourself stand out, you got to figure out what it is, what area you want to work in, and be on purpose. And so I've kind of decided, and this weekend I made some great strides in that area in terms of, guys, I'm looking at I'm going to focus on just multifamily. I'm looking at
He hasn't
the
been
1 to
eating
4
much.
and the 5 to 9. Just being an expert in that area on the financing, acquisition of, and not so much, again, on the real estate side as well, but more or less, guys, being a go-to person on the finance side, on that side, as well as learning about that space. And I found me a perfect site that's just got, tons and tons of inventory. So I went out this weekend, guys, and I looked at properties in a certain range, and then I cash flowed those properties based on some of my lenders' guidelines. And so that's just part of the win. But here's what I decided. And I'm looking at Ton is why I came up with this. He is such an incredible person in this regards. Guys, listen, first off, idle flattery, I will never be a part of. Whatever I say is what I mean. And when you get to know me, you'll know what you see is what you get. And listen, I'm not about to tickle anybody's ears with anything. So what I say about him, I say it sincerely. What I see in this guy is this. His personality is such that, and he's been at this a while. And so he's having all this success, and because he's created some raving fans along the way here, people who basically, they don't care what he does. They just know when I do anything and property, whatever, I'm going to think about TC. And so I start thinking, this is his superpower. This guy has literally made some basically created some raving fans. He's a great person. They like him, his personality. So he's just getting these referrals that just come into him. I mean, they call him up at 2 a.m. and say, can you sell my house? And I start thinking, you're looking at this guy, well, what can I do? And I thought, you know what? Here's what I can do. I'm going to create my own investors. I'm going to create my own pool. Listen, there are so many people when we talk about building wealth that have thought about it. And I'm just going to put a plug out there for people who look like me. Listen, I keep thinking in terms, we all quite naturally work in our own markets, all right? Like me being a Black man, naturally my first market is going to be people who look like me. Well, guess what I decided? We're good in my community. I got to know what we're good at. What we good is we make money, but we spend money. So I got to catch people and get them. The process for me, guys, and this is my breakthrough this weekend, is become an evangelist, and I mean literally an evangelist for creating or sparking the process in terms of people wanting to become investors, new investors, not just people who have thought about it but don't know what it takes and have never looked into it. By me going out and cash flowing these properties, finding some, hey, I might be able to find people literally who have money but don't have what? Consistent income that could still qualify for some of these properties. So that's, guys, I have found me a whole niche, and I spent this whole weekend finding certain properties, cash flowing them, that I'm going to be presenting to people. Listen, it's going to be a 3-foot rule. If you come within 3 feet of me, I already have something to say that hopefully spark an interest. But that's just one. Here's the other thing for the rest of the team. Guys, has anybody on this team ever heard of buildersupdate.com? Anybody? Come on now. All right, then guess what? I'm getting ready to help you. Excuse me. Please, you are all realtors on this list. Everyone on here is a realtor. If you're on the residential side, think about this. I want you to go out to the MLS, just like RPR is out there. I want you to look up Builders Update. I promise you that when you go and look at it and you find out what it is, guys, it is a site for local builders in this area and in every metropolitan area you go in, that they basically, what you can do is, guys, look in there, see inventory for all the builders in the area, and everybody on this site, all inventory. This site was built by realtors for realtors, and every property on there, they pay realtors, okay? And they tell you that. And then you can actually see all the builders, see where they're at, see their new locations that are coming, and you can reach out to them. When you have a borrower who says, listen, I want to buy something new, they want to build new, you can register your borrower one time on this site with one builder. And that means, guess what? From that point forward, if that borrower buys anything in this metropolitan area from that particular builder, you are covered. You are guaranteed to get a commission. Listen to me, please. Even though I'm new, I'm going to see who checks this out. You should at least look it up. I promise you, some of you are going to say, Mike, that's a great resource for us. And especially for those of you who work in that space with the new builders. Guys, it is a perfect site and it's free to us because we already paid for it with our MLS license, okay? Buildersupdate.com. If you haven't looked it up, just look it up. And then you tell me, listen, they have a 16-minute video. It's going to be the best 16 minutes you're going to spend other than closing somebody. Did you hear what I said? And other than at a closing table, it's going to be the best 16 minutes you're going to spend if you're a person that's in that space. And that's what I'll say that. I know I went long, but yes, I'm telling you, that is worth looking at. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Estella. And then after that, no more wins. I'm sorry. I love it when we have so many wins. We got to stop because Anna has some amazing training. And I got to tell you, it's always been a dream for us to get to too many wins so we can cut off wins to get to our training. That means we're doing something right. So Estella, wrap us up with the wins.
Yeah, hi. My biggest win is to be part of Daniel Ng's group.
Oh.
I am new in Texas, and I was about to give up my real estate profession, since 2002, but came into Daniel's Ng. It really opened up all the opportunities, and for me to see the sky's the limit. And I'm a Peruvian, so Peru is opening up. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know that with the group, it's gonna help me to build a, I don't know, a connection with Peru and prepare all the platform that we have in EXP. I'm very excited, and I thank you, everybody. I thank you, Paul. I thank you, Anna. I thank you, Daniel, everybody that is putting this together. I just don't go longer than this. Anna, I'm excited to hear about your teaching today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Estella. The main thing is we don't have to know everything, but just be excited. Use that excitement when we go to Peru. Use that excitement when you talk to people and you set up the meeting. That's all you need. So don't have to. Some people we overanalyze things. We want to know every single detail. I don't know every single detail. So just be excited. So I'm glad you have that excitement and that fire. Keep it up. Anna, take it away.
Hey guys, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Let's see. Are you guys able to see this?
Yes.
Everybody? Okay, cool. Okay, so basically, the RPR, you can access this directly through MLS. So once you log into your MLS, you can access RPR directly through there. So give me 1 second, let me access this. And this is also where you're gonna find what Mr. Ray was talking about. All of these apps that we never tend to look into, but they have videos of learning. So this is where you find it. So once you're logged in, you go to RPR and it takes you directly there. If you don't want to do it that way, you can always copy the link on top and just save it to your favorites. But once you are here, let me move this bar down 1 second. Once you are here to RPR, if you guys have never used this, I know a lot of agents that come from other brokerages, they use RPR to create CMAs, and they're very, they know about this platform. But a lot of agents that I'm one of them, I typically hardly never use RPR. I'm starting to use it now, and that's why I want to share whatever I've been learning from it so that you guys are not leaving money on the table. And remember, whatever you're doing today, it's going to show up in the next 90 days. So if you start making these changes now, you will get a paycheck from these changes in the next 90 days. So the first tab, I've always teach you guys how to access the video tutorials. So the first tab is going to be go to the Learn section. And then once you're here, you go to View RPR Webinars. From here, it's going to give you a drop down. And then at the very bottom of this drop down, I have to keep moving you guys to the side. You guys cannot see the bar, but I can. So give me 1 second. Let me move you guys. So basically at the bottom of this, you're gonna find all webinars. And when you click on that, all webinars, you're gonna have the option to sign up to some webinars that are live or some that have been pre-recorded on anything you wanna learn. So make sure you know that this is where you access that. The next thing is your profile. Make sure that your profile here at the top right, it's accurate. So you wanna make sure you change your picture. You want to make sure you change your contact information and also your email and your websites. Everything has to be correct on here because it auto-populates from MLS. And if you haven't changed your picture in MLS in 20 years or whatever the time it is, then you want to make sure you have updated information on here. So once you've done your profile, then you come in here and you can make some fun reports. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So the first one is going to be the tab research. So under research, we're going to touch on three items here. The first one I'm going to touch on is going to be school search. The reason why school search is important is because if you're having an open house, it's important, you know, to that family that's coming in, what the school ratings are. So research and then school research, this is where you're going to find the ratings of the schools, okay? So I'm just gonna give you an example. So once it pulls all of the schools for you, so that's just an example. On this one, we are not able to share. It doesn't have the capability to share to like your social media. However, you can print this and you can take it to you to any open houses or just put it on the folder of your buyer presentation. You know, this is really important, especially like if you have a buyer that's coming out of, you know, to a different area. And schools are very important. And you can also do them through elementary, middle school, or high school, or do them all. That's the first one. That's on schools. The next one under the same tab, which is research, it's going to be your neighborhood search. So on the neighborhood search, we're going to do 71692. Again, we're just going to stick with the zip code just for the training today. Okay, so once again, that's research, neighborhood search, and then your input, you know, the zip code or the city that you're trying to expose. Here at the bottom, here's where they have all of that AI integrated systems. So this is information that you can actually do a video from BombBomb and have this on the background, and the video is basically recording you talking about all these things, and you can be recording the background and you can put this on your social media, or you can also create a report if you wanted to do a separate video where you're wanting to put this on social media from not BombBomb, but just your phone, just using your phone. You come over here and you say create a script here on the right-hand side. When you do your create a script, this is your AI changes that RPR has incorporated. This is really cool, guys. You can choose the tone of the information you're wanting to put out there. You can do a professional tone, or you can do an engaging, a conversational, a friendly casual. And you can also choose here, like if you want to target buyers, sellers, first-time home buyers, move-up buyers, investors, guys, luxury home sellers, whatever it is that you're trying to target, this is how you do it. So since I'm targeting South Lake, I'm going to do professional, and I'm going to do luxury home sellers, and I'm going to say create a video script. Okay, so it's going to create a video script for me out of this data that we have in the background. So basically, all the data that I just pulled from October 2024, because that's what I requested, it's going to pull the last month. Whatever cycle of the month hasn't closed, it's not going to give you that data, but it already closed October. So it's going to pull all of October 2024, and it's going to give you the information that's on the background. And this is how you come up with your video. Now, if you say, okay, that is nice, but it's kind of long, I want to keep it to, you know, I want to keep it to, I don't know, if you just want to keep it to like a 30-second video, fun. You can do that too. You copy that and you bring it to ChatGPT and you say, put this on a 30-second video script. And you're going to say, keep all the data the same. Keep all the data. And it's going to give you a 30-second video script. So it will basically do everything for you. Let's give it a minute. Oh, sorry. Let me move the bar again.
You got to copy and paste the
Yeah.
data.
I need to move the bar at the bottom. So you guys cannot see this, but this bar is kind of annoying.
Just minimize us.
Okay, so give me 1 second. So copy and paste basically the 30-second video that you are wanting ChatGPT to do for you. So we're basically copying the same information we just created on RPR, and it's going to give you like a 30-second script. So this is how you trim it. If you're wanting to trim it, you just come to ChatGPT and it's absolutely free. So once we go back here, you can also do a social campaign out of, the same information on the market trends behind us. You can do a social campaign and it's basically going to give you the same thing. So remember, you choose the tone that you're wanting to target, and then you choose your audience. And then you can choose to create a video script, create a social campaign, or analyze metrics. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you guys is you can also share this. And here's how you share it. It's going to be on the right-hand side and you share it. This is something that can be posted on your Facebook. So every Monday, you can be putting this out there for a market update, every Monday of the month or whatever. You can create that on your Facebook or your Instagram. So that's a good way to generate business within, the next 90 days, like we said. And then it also has capabilities of creating Canva templates for you. When you do a Canva template, it will take you to the actual Canva site, and you have to basically input this information manually on that Canva. But it does have the capability of giving you like different forms that you can use. Okay, so the last one I'm going to teach you guys is going to be under the same. So research, and we're going to go to market trends. And then on market trends, I'm going to use the same zip code. And on here, guys, it tells you what type of market we're in. So if you don't know what type of market we're in, it's up here. So you can start your video by saying, hey, we are in a seller's market. This is what's happening, months of inventory about 3.9, list to sold price 95.9. So it will give you the script as well. So we're going to create a script. And I am going to do this engaging. And I'm going to do this for move up buyers. And I'm going to do it for create a video script. So once again, it's generating that same information that's on here into your script. So you don't even have to think about what to say on that video. You can basically be reading this out of a teleprompt. There's apps that you can put this information on a teleprompt, and it looks like as if you're speaking. So it's great information to put out there without you even having to think about. And that is basically all. That's all I'm going to teach you guys today. But I just wanted to share this with you because RPR, like I said, it's one of the resources that I hardly use. I'm just used to the MLS. And now that they have the AI incorporated system, it's a great tool to be able to put market data out there, which is very important to people. So
Thank you. Holy mackerel. That was huge. Huge. Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, I feel sorry for the people that hung up. We got to tell them that this is on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Daniel's got it everywhere. MySpace, he's got it somewhere.
And you can have it recorded, guys.
Snapchat. I bet he's got it on Snapchat.
But I also wanted to end with this. Remember, the mentality you put yourself in the morning when you wake up, it's the mentality you're going to vibrate for those clients. So if you're wanting to get clients, your mentality has to be spot on waking up in the morning. And if it, if you cannot bring yourself up to be motivated, to be happy, to go after a client, then you have to start reading a book, listen to a podcast, whatever it is to get your mind in the right space, because that same vibration is the same vibration you're going to collect from the other person. And if you're trying to get a buyer or a seller, guess what? You have to vibrate with them in sync. If not, all of this AI stuff is not going to help you.
And slam.
I agree.
Outstanding. Oh. I'm gonna shut up.
You just pump people up, Paul.
You do.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope that was useful. I mean, it's something that I recently learned, so I just wanted to share with the group because we're here to share.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think this is important. Everyone that's trying to get business, try to be relevant, try to be known in the market. This is very easy. I know Andy does a Denver update. I don't know if he uses just the MLS, but he could pull this from RPR in his market as well, Dandy.
I'm trying to create an account right now. I don't have that on my MLS. I want to see if there's something
I
that
think
we
you get
could
it
use in this.
through NAR. I think you get it through
Okay.
NAR. So double check. Yeah, just double check your association. So Estella, you can pull this from your daughter's MLS account, and pull stats, and you can
Oh,
do it in
and it has
Spanish.
commercial as well, guys. It also has commercial on there.
Yeah.
And then I was able to make my last market update all with AI. So it wasn't me talking, just record from the script.
Yep. I saw that my new captions app, I can so it wants me to record a video of me speaking the script. It's gonna record my face, and I'm gonna have AI do all the speaking. So we'll test that out this week.
We're gonna get 2 of Daniel's.
That's right. It'll be everywhere. So
Scary.
And I really appreciate the time, Paul. Thank you for helping with the call today, and just everyone being here. It's just Monday. It's just the beginning, and I appreciate everyone's prayers. As we have a recovery time, and let my wife rest when she gets home. I'm going to be on Uber dad duty. I'm trying to figure out a spreadsheet because every day is different schedule. So just bear with me. I'm here. If you text me, I'm reachable. So just let me know.
And
And
one thing I want to say before you leave, what you're sharing, it's creating awareness. Because just like you said, they didn't catch it at first. And that's big for you to be able to share these things with us, because any of our family member or ourselves could be going through that. And, you're just creating awareness. So we really appreciate you sharing as well, because it's, what do you call it? It can be public, but it's also like you're sharing your heart as well. So thank
yeah,
you.
you need to, because like my son identified seizure and he called my name right away. I mean, so for my 12-year-old to see mom in a seizure state, and he called it out right away, and and he was calling 911. I told him to call my brother. I called 911. So just everything just so fast, and it's timing, especially with strokes and things like that. And it was just a miracle that the clot was in a different vein than your main artery going up to. It was still in the brain area, but at the same time is where the blood was finishing through the brain, going back to the heart. That's where the blockage was. And if it was in the other part of the brain, like my father, it would have blocked oxygen. And we all know that if your brain doesn't get oxygen, you have brain damage and tissue and stuff like that. So just grateful for that. And you never know. My wife's 43, and we're just going to be checking why she's clotting and things like that. So we're just going to continue to monitor that. But like I said, and you don't have to be too young for anything. So, all right, just be aware, and we'll get through this. All right, bye everyone. Have a great Monday.